Good chilly morning to everybody. Slept pretty good, though we did hear some kind of dog or coyote barking late last night as we were trying to fall asleep. I just wanted to quickly expand on what Bigfoot and I were saying yesterday with the closure and reasoning. When I touch the monument at the end of this journey, I'm not going to feel like any less of a thru hiker. It's going to be the end of my 2024 journey on the PCT. And while I'm going to say for simplicity reasons that I thru hike the PCT, I'm not going to personally feel like a full thru hiker in my heart and soul until I complete my fire closures. Passing by a lot of ponds and lakes today. Pretty cool. You can see the fog rising up over the water. Looks like a duckling. Huh. Well, looky who we have here in front of me. It's none other than Ultralight, the guy that donated a kidney and lost 5 ounces off his base weight. It's 5 ounces, right?
Yep.
It's awesome, dude. Hey, great running into you again, man.
Yeah, you too, dude.
Keep kicking it.
Have a good hike.
Yep, you too. I wonder if we're going up there today. Been heading up, only about 600 foot so far of ascent. But I got 1,200 left or something, 1,100. It looks pretty tall for 1,100. So this morning my wife alerted me to 2 more fire closures. There's one, I think. We just missed that one. That's in between Trout Lake and White Pass at the Cracker Barrel. I'm hoping that's not Goat Rocks, because that would suck for everybody, man. That place was gorgeous. But then the other one is, the other one's not going to affect us either, but it's along the Stevens to Harts Pass route. Can't remember. It's just another 10-mile section, so it's getting bigger. Fortunately, looks like they did open up a little bit more trail between Grasshopper and Harts Pass. I'm not sure what mile marker that is, but if we can start at Grasshopper Pass, I don't think there's a road there. I can't find it on far out, at least. But we may start there instead of Harts Pass. But I'm really glad we missed that out there, for sure. It's a good looking mountain.
Yeah. It's just so big. Like, there's just nothing that's even close around it.
Right. Yeah, that's St. Helens out there, isn't it?
It looks tiny.
Yeah, it looks like a dinky mountain.
It blew its top off 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I get it.
Give St. Helens a break.
It's gone through enough.
Man, the scenery in Washington is just incredible. I'm gonna have to come back here and do more hiking somewhere. Need to go up to Maine too. I always said I was gonna go back. This next step is big for me. I've officially walked 2,201 miles. It's the furthest I've ever walked. Oh man. Look how blue this lake is. Oh my goodness, it's crystal clear. This is Dewey Lake, I believe. I just had to come take this side trail and take a look at it. We're gonna be hiking around it for a little bit. How beautiful is that? Wow, that fire looks worse and worse every time I look at it, man. Every time we turn a bend, it's getting bigger and bigger. Man, I'm glad we scooched through there. Going uphill, getting tired. I'm trying to pull a 30-mile day today to stage us really well for the Snoqualmie Inn for Friday. But we'll see how far we get today. It's, let's see, 4 o'clock. So, whew, we've got one more hill after this. It's another 1,000 foot, I think. I just can't get over the scenery. It's just fake. It just doesn't look real. Well, it must be getting to a trailhead. A lot of day hikers, but such beautiful scenery, man. I do have to commend the Flex Tail on its continued performance here. Can't knock it. I honestly didn't think it was going to last that long, but here we are toward the end of the through hike, and this thing's still going. I've blown up my pad and pillow pretty much every night with that thing, and it's still kicking. Bigfoot, on the other hand, he has a problem with his motor. So it does blow up, but he has to hit it 3 times. I'm not sure if he got sand or something gunked up in it or not, but
I tried to clean it, but I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
So I'll just tear it apart when I get home and try
Yeah.
to fix it.
obviously made it to camp. We are by Sheep Lake. Bah. We were reading through the far out comments, and they said there's lots of bear and mice activity. So we just took a little extra precautions with eating and tying the bear bags up. Yeah, let's hope nothing gets eaten tonight, like our tents, sleeping bags, etc., etc. Because we made it this far, and I'm just saying, if I find a hole in my tent, which has been my favorite piece of gear, by the way, I'll be pretty sad. But anyway, awesome day. Good night, everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Good night, Bigfoot.
Good night.
Morning, everybody. Slept great. No bears, no mice. No mice?
No mice.
No mice. Actually pretty good spot, nice and flat. Couldn't be happier. No condensation. Looking to do a 30-mile day. Got a ridge this morning that we'll be walking. Should have some pretty epic views too. Alright, right there in the center is Sheep Lake. We camped right there. You can kind of see the smoke affecting the views this morning. Hopefully it's not too bad once we get on the ridge. Yeah, it's the whole landscape a little hazy today. There's Cheetah. I've been hanging out with her for a little bit. Hey, what happened to Bite Size? Oh, she's down here somewhere. Nice. Well, I guess I'll run into her too. Yeah, she's done a lot of hikes though. But she's gonna end her hike at Stevens, and she's flying into Pittsburgh, go figure. So maybe meet up for a beer after all this is over. We'll see. Just want to let you know the problem with the back of the shoe disintegrating. I think it was just due to these rocks, because since switching to gaiters, haven't had a single issue, which is a shame. I wish I would have learned that before. Could have saved a lot of money on shoes. It finally happened. Large burn zone in Washington. Guess there's going to be another one at that fire that we saw yesterday, but this morning was absolutely magical, so I'm not going to be complaining about this scenery. A little bit smoky still, you can see out there. But doing good. 10 miles before 10. I think there's probably just this last view of one of the most beautiful mountains out here, Mount Rainier. I really enjoyed walking around this for the past couple days and just seeing it every time we turned a corner. I'm gonna actually miss that a lot. Beautiful mountain. Yeah, I don't know why. I kind of want to hike it one day, like up to the top, even though that'd be a lot of snow travel, but I think it'd be cool. I have no timeline on that one, but just a bucket list item, you know? We'll kick that off. Can smell the smoke pretty bad up here. Even worse on the other side of this. We keep going like around and then up over and then down and then around the other sides. But yeah, definitely smoke is in the air. You can smell it pretty bad. That is the biggest mushroom I've ever seen. It almost looks like somebody lost their hat. That's pretty crazy. Ugh. Oh. Oh well. All right, dare I say we're officially out of the burn zone. Just stopped for lunch with Cheetah and Bigfoot, and we were talking about, you know, what does the PCT look like in 10 years? We all seem to think that it's going to look like a giant burn zone, like I had originally stated in an earlier video. That's unfortunate, but and you know, I don't even know how you solve the problem. You know what I mean? The root of the problem mostly comes from lightning strikes, it seems. And you ain't stopping those. If anything, I'd say, you know, start charging PCT hikers a permit fee. I don't know what that fee looks like, but I'm sure most of us would be happy to pay it. Just to do some controlled burns along the trail. I don't know, it seems to, what the firefighters in Etna, when we stayed at the B&B with them, were saying is that trees are very resilient. And really, the trees only start burning once the fire gets hot enough. What makes the fire hot, and this isn't a good example because it's pretty much clear, but all the overgrown brush and stuff, that is kind of what triggers these larger fires, it seems, from what they are telling us. And you know, I'm trusting them, they're the experts, not me. So I don't know, if you can do controlled burns along the trail, you might have a line of defense, but I don't know, where does that money come from? You know, it's rough. It's a rough problem to tackle here. This is the Mike Urich cabin. It's run by a local snowmobile club. I'm gonna stay well away from it because of that, apparently. And it's probably not the case now, but in 2022, it was the cause of a very, very large neurovirus outbreak. Man, it's been beautiful today. It's gonna be hard to cut out footage tonight. It's hard to compress an entire day of beauty down into 10 minutes. It really is. Hey, you can see Rainier. See it? Oh, look at that. Barely. Wow. Well, almost to camp, about a half a mile. If this site's taken, that there's a couple spots on the dirt road right next to the campsite anyway, so hopefully we'll find something here. All right, we made camp. It's kind of cozy, to be honest. We got the Plex Solo and the duplex.
Yeah.
I'll just give you an idea of how much room we got here. Yeah, that's very very cozy for sure.
We're gonna sleep right next to each other.
Yeah,
dude.
right in your vestibule, pretty much.
Yeah, I think the only time we spent closer together was in that shared bed.
Yes. In Etna. Yeah, pretty much.
But
right.
this is the closest we've been.
Well, that'll about do it for me. Tomorrow we're looking for a 27, 28 mile day, somewhere around there. And that'll bring us like 11 miles into, where the heck are we going? Snoqualmie. There we go. Oh, good night, everybody. See you in the morning.